Good morning, guys. My name is Rahul Gupta. Welcome to CG Academy. Okay. So previously in this chapter we had discussed about the how to change the state of matter. Okay, by one form to another form. So here we are going to discuss about the second phenomena by which we can change the state of matter. Okay. In the previously we had discussed about the how to change a state of matter by the help of temperature. So in temperature we had learned about the various terms. For example, ice. The ice is at 0 degrees Celsius. It is in solid form, means it is in forms of ice. Understood? So when we start boiling the ice, when we start applying the temperature, so it will get melted. Okay, so the temperature at which the ice get melt, that is called a melting point temperature. Okay, in the melting point what happened, the ice is getting certain kind of heat energy, and due to that heat energy the space between the ice particles are expanding. So due to the expansion of the space, the ice will form from the solid to a liquid form. Understood? And again we are heating that particular thing, so the heat raise up to the 100 degrees Celsius, so the temperature of that water increases to 100 degrees Celsius and it will convert it into the vapor. So that heat is called the heat of vaporization. In this case we had understood the two terms, the latent heat and the sensible heat. As we know that if the solid is converted into the liquid directly, so the amount of heat required, okay, the amount of heat required to convert the solid to the liquid, this heat is called latent heat. But the amount of heat required to raise the temperature of the liquid or solid, so the heat is called sensible heat. Okay, so there are next thing which is sublimation. Sublimation is what, when we want to convert the solid form to the directly gaseous form without the liquid form, and from gas to the directly solid without the liquid form, omitting the liquid form. This liquid form is going to omit. Okay, omit. So in this case this phenomenon is called sublimation. For the sublimation, the example of ammonium chloride is given. Understood? Now we are going to discuss the second phenomena, or the second term which can change the state of matter. The second term is pressure. Pressure. Understood? The second term is pressure. So see example, suppose I am applying a pressure in your gas cylinder. In your LPG gas cylinder, you have already seen when we rotate or when we lift your gas cylinder, you will feel certain kind of liquid pour inside the cylinder. Why this having? Because in the cylinder, in that cylinder, the gas is filled at very highly pressure, means the gases have very larger far distance between those particles. But when we fill the gas particle into the cylinder, the gases are highly compressed to each other, means the molecular attraction between the gases is very high. So due to that attraction, the gases are converted to the previous form, means the gases are converted to the liquid form. So when we rotate our cylinder, when we lift our LPG cylinder, we will feel a certain kind of liquid fill inside the cylinder. This is the reason, because the gases are very high pressure are poured into the cylinder, by which the intermolecular distance between the particles is very less compared to the gas. So they are not going to satisfy the condition of gas, so they are termed as a liquid. Okay, so if we compress a gas cylinder, in a distance between the particles get reduced, and finally the gas liquefied in the lowering temperature. So in this case what happened, the gases are behave as a liquid because the particle distance between the particles is very highly reduced. Okay, so they are not going to satisfy the condition of gases. Understood? Fine. The next, okay, by applying high pressure, the particles of gases can brought too close together. Solid carbon ice change into the carbon dioxide directly without changing its liquid when pressure is reduced atmospheric pressure. The state of matter, solid, liquid, gas are determined by the temperature and pressure. Means we can change the solid to liquid, liquid to gas, gas to vapor, whatever, by applying two things, either temperature or either pressure. Okay, the pressure is used to compress the object, because suppose we are applying pressure on the gaseous particles, so they will compress to the liquid, and again we are applying the pressure, they will compress to the solid. But in case of temperature, if we increase the temperature, the solid melts and come to the liquid state, and again we are increasing temperature, the liquid get vaporized and converted to the vapor form. So this is how the two parameters, temperature and pressure, by which we can convert the phase of different matters. Okay, so here a graph is given which is directly and can explain all the phenomena. See, suppose we are going solid to liquid, so the phenomena is melting, because solid is melts and converted to the liquid, and we are going liquid to the gas, so the evaporation is there. Understood? Now reverse process. Okay, suppose the gases are there. Okay, gases are there. For example, you are going to boil a water. Okay, water is boiling, so you put a sheet over there, metal sheet over there. So when the liquid gets evaporated, so it will strike with this sheet. So after removing that sheet, you will feel a certain kinds of bubble is formed on the sheet. Why? Because the gas is having high pressure, but due to the pressure they will get compressed, and they will get compressed, so they will get condensed into the liquid form. So here the liquids particles will be shown into the sheet of the metal, which is placed above the surface. Understood? So in this case, when we move to gas to liquid, so condensation process will be there. Okay, so condensation process will be there, and when we move from liquid to solid, we put an water into the fridge. Okay, so by freezing process, the solid liquid is converted to the solid form. Understood? So when the solid comes to the liquid, melting will be there. It will start melt. When liquid to gas, evaporation will be there. But when gas is to liquid, the condensation is there, and the liquid to solid, the freezing process will be there. And we already know, when the solid converted direct to the gas, and gas is converted to directly solid, okay, this phenomenon is called sublimation. Okay, so all the two things are given, both are called sublimation. Understood? Now what is evaporation? So evaporation is a phenomena in which liquid changes to the vapor or gaseous form, okay, below its boiling point. That is called evaporation. Understood? Now factors affecting the evaporation rate. See, when evaporation will be high, exposed surface area, for example, you are boiling a water, okay, the pot is very large, so the gas evaporation takes place in various ways, infinite direction. Understood? So free surface, exposed surface area, the area of surface is very high, okay, so evaporation rate is increases. Understood? Second thing, increasing temperature. Yes, because from 30 degrees Celsius to the 100 degrees Celsius, if the temperature increases very rapidly, so evaporation rate is also increases. Understood? Clear? And humidity. See, if in air the humidity will be there, so evaporation rate is increase. More humidity, less evaporation. Understood? Because you see, in already atmosphere, the humidity is there. Humidity means the vertical particles available in the air. Okay, so the rate of evaporation will be decreases somewhat, because the already temperature is very low, and you are increasing temperature by your own way. So your temperature is fighting against the humid environment. Understood? And the wind, when the wind increases, the rate of evaporation also increases. Fine, because the wind is high, so evaporation will be very faster from the port. Clear? So evaporation always causing cooling. Yes, the cooling caused by evaporation based on fact that when the liquid evaporates, it takes latent heat of vaporization from the surrounding, by which the losing heat get cooled. Understood? See, some examples are given. When we put acid on our hand, it gets vaporized by taking heat from our hand, and hand feel cools. You already observe this phenomena. Suppose you are taking petrol in your hand, so in air, in open atmosphere, the petrol get evaporated, but your hands will feel cool, because in terms of losing heat, they are gaining somewhat cooling. Understood? So this is the basic example of the petrol. When we put your petrol in your hand, you will feel certain kind of cooling in your hand, because the petrol is get evaporated. Understood? Clear? So these are the various examples. Some questions are given. So first chapter will be over.